Hey, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this video, we are going to check out Internet Computer's price chart, but at first, I'm going to talk about the midterm scenarios a little bit, and I'm going to say why, at least from my point of view, right in here, ICP is a great buy, and I'm going to talk about a new indicator called Ichimoku. Now, if you check out my previous videos, you probably have seen that I always have Ichi right in here. That's because I think this can actually help you understand the trend and what is going on in the short to midterm very well. And I know by the first look, it is extremely complicated, and I'm going to try to teach you the way that I learned it from my teachers, so you can have hopefully a better understanding of why I believe ICP number one is around the lows and number two is a beautiful buy opportunity for the midterm. You see, this is called the story of the hunter and the prey and its dog. The idea is that the price is the prey and the hunter and the dog are following the prey. Now, at the right time, the hunter will shoot the prey, and this is called the cross between the blue and the red line, and where basically the blue line is above the red one. Let's change the color of this one to red and color of this one to blue. There we go. Now pay attention. This blue line is called the dog, and in Ichimoku is called Tenkan-san. The red line is the hunter, and it's called Keijin-san. Now the idea is that the dog is basically faster than the hunter, and right in here, when hunter shots its prey, the price, the dog will just basically run to catch the prey, and when the price gets under the blue line, at that point you can say, okay, the dog has done its job and now is going to bring back the prey, meaning the price, to the hunter right in here. Let's just change this one to yellow. This is the price and this is our hunter, which either can stay around this area or maybe it is going to also run after the dog a little bit, but it is generally slower than the dog. This is very important to understand. Now, there are some times that instead of hunter running after the prey, he just stands here and does something like this, maybe like in a flat line, and the dog basically chases the prey, catch it completely, well, for the sake of this video being family friendly, let's say eliminate the prey, and then brings it back to the hunter. And whenever you see the red line being completely flat for a relatively extended period of time, at that point, when the dog catches the prey, meaning the price, you can at that point count on a move on the downside. This is very important to understand. And now let's go on the live chart and practice what we have learned. Maybe it's best to go on weekly time frame, zoom and more. Okay, so what did we say earlier? The blue line called Tenkan-san is the dog and the red line is the hunter shooting the prey, meaning the price in this case. And for example, in this area, when was the shooting moment? Right in here. Basically, the blue line went under the red line, meaning hunter shot the prey, the dog went after the prey, the price in this case, and then when it catched it, it brought it back to the hunter, but at the same time, hunter also ran after the dog and they met each other right in here. Now, what was the point that we talked about earlier? I said, when you see hunter staying still for an extended period of time and the dog running after the prey, okay, at that point, it means most likely the price number one is running out of the momentum on the down or maybe upside, and you can count on a move on the opposite way, and that happened right in here. Do we have some better examples? The answer is absolutely yes, and I think a beautiful one is on Bitcoin. There we go. So let's zoom out a little bit more. And what do you think happened around this area? Right in here, the hunter shot the prey, the dog chased the prey, completely eliminated it, brought it back to the hunter, and then, as it turns out, the prey was kind of still alive and it just got away. And this time, as you can see, the hunter and the dog together decided to chase the prey. Now, whenever you see these two lines, the red one and the blue one, meaning the Keijin-san and the Tenkan-san, going down or up together, that means the price has a lot of momentum. And what happened in here? They chased the price for quite some time, but there came a moment when basically the hunter got tired and stayed still for an extended period of time, and right in here the price kind of ran out of the momentum. And what happened after this, I would say kind of consolidation, which sure you can say in it we did take the lowest slowdown here, but it wasn't really that much of a deep move down. Well, in here we got a decent bounce back. Now the question is, when can we say something like, for example, if I just go around here, maybe this scenario is going to happen where the hunter is going to stay still, and from here you can expect a move down, or maybe something like this is going to happen and this is going to be a bit of a fake consolidation, and then we are going to see another strong move on the downside. Well, you need to combine Ichimoku with other important indicators, and then based on all of those have a solid conclusion of what might be next. And also you need to have a very important invalidation point for your analysis. Now, why is this important? Let's go on ICP's chart. I think it was crypto.com. There we go. Let's hide everything. So what happened in here? Let's check out this area and stretch this one a little bit more so you can see it a bit better. Okay, right around here you saw the initial shot by the hunter, and then the dog basically ran after the prey and the hunter stayed still, meaning in here we had a consolidation and the momentum on the downside was simply not there. When did the momentum came back? The moment that we got this candlestick and hunter decided to, you know what, I should probably chase the prey too, and from that point moving forward you saw another rather deep move on the downside. Now let's go around the current price. There we go. This is also another great example. In this candlestick we saw a bearish signal and the hunter decided to stay still, meaning we didn't really have a whole lot of downward momentum, and that's why in here you didn't really see a big move down. And you might say, well, okay, in this phase the hunter also chased the price, and why is it that we didn't see a big move on the downside? That's because the dog already catched the prey, meaning in these two lines at the same time we didn't see a move down. The blue line was flat, the red line was actually coming down, and in here we saw a bullish signal, which sure from here caused like a decent move up, let's say like a 50-60%. But at this candlestick about, let's say like $6.5–7, we saw a bearish signal. Now what is happening at the moment? The hunter right in here shot at the prey. The dog is trying to catch it and it is going to get it soon. But as you can see, the hunter is not really chasing the price down. And to me, this shows that the current move down is kind of running out of momentum. And the odds are, because the price is way too far from the hunter, you are going to see some sort of a comeback in ICP. Now, at the same time, sure, maybe the hunter is going to run and catch the price as well. But the point is, most likely you are going to see some sort of a move up. And since we are on daily time frame, I'm hoping that this move is going to be in form of an impulse in terms of Elliott waves, and then we get into a beautiful bull market, because I believe there's a good chance we are having, if I just hide this one, okay, off of the lowest low, 5 wave up into a wave 1, correction for wave 2, and then big move up into wave 3, 4, 5. So you see, Ichimoku by itself cannot really help you get your entry point. It can help you identify whether the momentum is running out or not, but you need to combine it with other methods of analysis. And in this case, I really like Elliott waves and classic TA, which suggests, by the way, we are at the moment around a very important support area. And in terms of indicators, if I just do this and bring MACD and RSI up, okay, what do we have on daily time frame? As you can see, in MACD we are having a low, the other one is a higher low. But if I just do this on the live chart, as you can see, we are actually having in here a low, the other one is a lower low. And to me, this is a beautiful bullish divergence, and this is our divergence line right in here. Now, This is a key. Pay attention. We talked about this so many times. A bullish divergence by itself is absolutely an optimistic sign suggesting we're going to get a move on the upside. What you do not want to see is a break of the divergence line, and in this case, at the same time, if we break the line, I'm going to say we are also going to get a break of this important support area, which is kind of the last line of defense before taking the lowest low down here about like $4.1 in ICP. So for now, I'm thinking overall we can be optimistic, and in the midterm, it absolutely seems like that we are running out of momentum on the downside, and if we get a bounce back, it is going to be quite a strong one, to where I would say to at least around these areas, about like $9 to $9.5 in order to reach to the hunter. And that's why in every single video, my friends, I am saying, okay, around the lows, for me, ICP is a great buying opportunity. Do I know for sure what is going to happen next? No, I don't even know whether tomorrow I'm going to be alive or not. So I think we can all agree on the fact that the future is not 100% predictable. But based on the odds and the signs that I'm seeing in this area, okay, from my point of view, makes sense to just buy the dip and wait for a very strong bounce. And let's just see, is it going to come or not? And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in internet computer. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.